This former swamp and now massive parking lot may transform Queens into a sports and entertainment center.
But what exactly is planned to be built here and why? This is the parking lot surrounding Citi Field, the official ballpark of the New York Mets. Recently, the Gaming Commission of New York granted the owner of the Mets, Steve Cohen, with a license to run a casino on this land. However, a casino is only a small part of his grander vision of what is called Metropolitan Park, complete with a food hall featuring local restaurateurs, a live music venue, playgrounds, renovated subway station, and a hotel. But how is it going to be designed?
Citi Field is a little bit isolated. It was a swamp area, so the soil is not good. So it makes it extraordinarily expensive to build there. That's why there are no buildings there. That's why it was empty space. That was why Moses was able to buy it for not a lot of money to make it a parking lot for the World's Fair. Having it surrounded by highways definitely separates it from the surrounding neighborhood, and that what we're trying to do is fix that problem through this project. Reknit the entire neighborhoods back together. Trees and pathways, places for bands to play and people to come together and festivals to be had, and all of these great things that connect from Flushing Meadow Corona Park, which has been severed over the past half century, and get it back to the waterfront. There's an opportunity here to right the wrongs of Robert Moses by giving a park in a place where there never was one.
The problem with this parking lot currently as is that it's just a massive field of concrete. It's very unfriendly for people crossing between the two vibrant neighborhoods of Corona and Flushing. It's basically a dead zone and not so safe if you want to commute by bike or walking.
Another issue is with the waterways. It starts becoming flooded with grease, oil, and heavy metals that comes from the parking lot. Because the surface of the parking lot, concrete and asphalt, is impervious to water, it can't seep into the ground as it normally would in any other natural condition. Instead, it starts running off and overwhelming the storm drainage system. And that water starts running off into the beautiful Flushing Creek, polluting it.
But the question is, will this help the residents of Queens? Well, there's one local leader that thinks so.
Well, first of all, I think there's an opportunity for people to have jobs. The second thing is there's opportunity for more parkland. We can always use more park. Now you have an entire area that just was opened up that people don't go to. Nobody goes to Citi Field's parking lot. I mean, if there's no Met game, then what's the point?
But most importantly, bike paths that would finally connect Corona and Flushing, in conjunction with the new Willets Point neighborhood that is currently in construction and is slated to provide more than 2,500 units of affordable housing, along with the continued improvements of Flushing Meadow and Corona Park. Metropolitan Park is slated to transform this area of Queens. Do you think we should have a Metropolitan Park, or should it stay a massive parking lot? Stay curious, my friends.